All right, so I was going through the unboxing with all the initial awe and wonder. Um, just opened this right now, but the phone, oh, there's an extra thing right here. The phone crashed, which is great, while I was perusing through the art book that's included, which I kind of forgot what was coming in here. I wasn't just eyeballing it the whole time while it was in transit or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, what a what an awesome pickup. Um, so yeah, I did pre-order this, which comes with the physical edition, and I also pre-ordered the digital to play it as soon as possible, which I did. I played it the Thursday night before launch, official launch. They let us weirdos who were sitting there clicking to see when it was available have a little bit of that cake early. But yeah, even just from the start, I was impressed because the box, like, well, I don't know, it's just a little, probably saliva from salivating over it. But like, look at that. It's got this sweet, glossy, raised image of Samus. And like, it's a big box. I was surprised at how big. I didn't know how big the book was. I mean, you knew it was coming with like a book, but I didn't know how big it would be. I mean, I knew it was gonna come with some other stuff, and they weren't gonna be that big. But look at that. It's a full on. It's as big as the book. It's mainly for the book that it covers this, but it's a premium just package in its entirety. The back is a bit of a spoiler image. It's not a piece of art that was featured at the launch of the first trailer and stuff, so I consider it a little spoilery, especially because it features something that's not known if you haven't seen anything besides the first trailer like I kind of did. But I did see this image, so I'm gonna go ahead and spoiler warning real quick for a few seconds. All right, here's a piece of promo art that came out sometime on the lead up to the game, and yeah, I've encountered them at this point. Like, oh yeah, like I mentioned, I haven't beat the game, but I have played quite a bit, and I hit finally like a story point that I was hoping would come along, because for the most part it was a pretty breezy experience, but it was mostly like the classic like Super Metroid experience, right? Where it's you on your own almost. You're still getting stuff from Adam, but it's a lot of him talking about almost like the power-ups, almost like fourth wall breaking kind of thing, and like just be careful of the Emmys and like little updates, but no big like story revelations. Um, but yeah, finally hit a point that has made things very interesting. Like, I was hoping for something like that to come along, and it was like, yes, and it has. And it's turned things on its head. Like, it's so great. But yeah, that's the outside. And then this is the first thing I pulled out. This sweet steel book. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just another look for the camera. This thing is awesome. Like, steel books, they do them for, I know Best Buy sells a lot of like Blu-ray steel books, and I love them, but like, I don't know how many I've seen that are like for Switch even in the stores. Like, I don't know how many times this has been done. Especially for the first party stuff. I had to imagine you'd have to get the special editions to get all those. I think I missed Breath of the Wild, so you could probably get your hands on one for like $1,000 or something if there is a steel book. But look at that, I like it a lot. Like that, I like all the art. Anything with her new suit like is money. Like, it's such a great power suit, and it is the, spoiling a little bit, this is the power suit. Like, this is her at her base power level. So compared to her previous power suit, as it's been seen in previous games, this is easily the best it's looked. And nice, cool imagery there, black and white. The cart, which I bet tastes amazing. This one is different, I know it. Yeah, overall, just a kick-ass steel book. Love it. And then right here, something I forgot about, so it was fun to see. A little pouch, a sleeve case. I don't know exactly, but yeah, look at that. It's got like like a matte level, and then like a shinier segments of it. Just really nice. And then just a little bit of these postcard type things celebrating the series. So you got one for the first game, that's on SNES, the second, then of course Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, Metroid 4 as it shows in the beginning when you start the game, and even the newest darling in the family, Metroid Dread. And man, what a journey, right? Like 5 games, like it's such a storied franchise, but really, 5 mainline. I guess the Prime games are canon, but like they take place in between these sort of bigger story beats. Not the Prime games. The Prime games are pretty important too, but look at, they're focusing on the 2D ones right here. And those are like the big deal for me. I'm still psyched for Prime 4, but like, unless it takes up place after Dread, which they haven't specified, right? Like, it totally could. I mean, there's no reason they have to stay in between the previous 2D games. Oh yeah, and also this holding those pieces. Look at, even this is an artistic little presentation right here. It's got the Emmys from the cover ingrained, like erased. It's so, everything about it, from the box to like even just this holding the key pieces, is nice. And then of course the book itself, and again the glossy with the matte, and the back is all glossy, which is really cool. And I was careful to not spoil myself. I haven't beat the game, so I wasn't sure if this was Dread specific or what it actually is, which is a celebration of the whole 2D history, the classic 2D formula games. And look at that art from, gosh, like right there from the start. And it just keeps going like that. And I haven't looked at the whole thing, but yeah, this is really sweet. This is so cool. And it really shows that they, how big of a deal Dread is has not escaped them. They're very aware of what's happening with this and how excited fans are, and the accolades have been pouring in. You just see it every day, just people being like, I just finished it and it's just amazing. Like it's kind of a lot of hype and expectation, even though they announced it just so recently. It's like immediately the hype went through the roof across the industry, and fans, even just familiar with the franchise, know how big of a deal this is. And this special edition package certainly shows that they understand and feel it. And I mean, the game itself, of course, truly a testament to, like, she's just showing everybody how it's done. Like, this game is so great. And of course, if you're a Metroidvania fan and Metroid Dread still doesn't come out as your favorite on top, I don't even know if it's mine. I mean, Fusion's still my pride and joy, but like, Samus coming back, really, right? Like, after Samus or Fusion, it's just been a bunch of other like developers putting out Metroidvanias, and the actual titular Metroid and Castlevania kind of been a little bit dormant. But Dread coming back, and at the very least feeling, in terms of gameplay and controlling Samus, better than any other game in the 2D formula I've played. Even Fusion, and I just played that, but Fusion still feels perfectly great. Oh, Fusion! I mean, there's plenty of room here, so there's plenty of pages here for Dread stuff. And should we go and take a quick look? Look at, I don't even know if I've ever seen some of these outside of like the actual box art or the strategy guide, which I might have. I'd have to look for that. Oh yeah, Samus Returns and Zero Mission, that's right. So remakes of the first game with a little bit more content that wasn't in there, and the Game Boy version, or the Game Boy game, Metroid 2. Yeah. See, this is the original Power Suit, and you're telling me like, oh no, that's still cooler than this? Like, come on. But yeah, awesome package. Totally, like, I mean, it could have just been half-baked and I still would have been psyched. It's a Metroid. It's a Metroid Special Edition, but they went all out. This is a great, the content is great, and the actual packaging and presentation. One last thing, I guess. Oh, some pins. All right, cool. And it's her in her kick-ass new suit. Oh, I love it. All right. Well, yeah, I just wanted to share that. Super awesome. So hyped to finally have gotten this and opened it. But can't wait to finish the game too, though.